Some lighter stories now. We need a bit of lightness here on Vuka Africa every morning. The stage has been set and the time has arrived to celebrate the annual Vukani Fashion Awards. Now, the awards are now in their 20th year, are a platform for the empowerment of our country's young and emerging designers. And this year we're supported by the Fibre Processing and Manufacturing Sector, Education and Training Authority. Now, the week-long event will start off with fashion and craft and a series of training and information workshops till this weekend. I'm now joined by the founder of the awards, designer himself, Sonwabile Ndamase, and Felleng Yende, who is the CEO of the FP&M SETA. Very good morning to both of you. We need some good news, don't we?
Yes, of course. Why not?
Sonwabile, tell us a little bit about 20 years. It's been a long time. Tell us a little bit how the industry is progressing over the past 20 years.
The industry actually, let me first say thank you very much for having us here, and also, hi, the listeners. This time is the viewers. We are actually celebrating our 20th anniversary with our partner, which is FP&M SETA, and the progression actually has been very phenomenal. That we have these young and upcoming designers, that we have created a platform for them, that now some of them, they're out there in the mainstream of the economy. They're starting to work for themselves and making the business of fashion. It is within that kind of a background that then we are celebrating our 20th, because every time and again, we have these young and upcoming designers that we take them from the institutions of learning, from rural, in terms of bringing them into the urban cities, and also to see them that they start tasting the economy of the country of which they are actually entitled to. And with that in mind, we then partnered ourselves this year to make it a point that we get bigger and bigger in the support of these young people with our co-sponsor, which is actually FP&M SETA, Fibre Processing and Manufacturing SETA.
I want to talk a little bit about that, Felleng. Obviously, a lot of people don't know about the FP&M SETA. Tell us a little bit about what the work that you do.
Thank you so much, and thanks very much for having me as well. Fibre Processing and Manufacturing SETA is one of the SETAs that was actually established in 2011. We're actually responsible for the facilitation of skills development across 13 subsectors, clothing and textiles being 2 subsectors that we're actually supporting. But we actually look after printing, we also look after forestry, we also look after leatherware and footwear. And for us, when this opportunity was presented before us, we felt that it was a great opportunity to actually support it, because it actually is aligned to the training and development that we're trying to achieve. And it's actually not only looking at your top-notch fashion, it is also giving us the opportunity to reach out to the younger generation and the most areas that really deserve to be empowered, like your rural areas. So this year they've done quite well in terms of reaching out to all those rural areas that actually need to get to know about the fibre processing and manufacturing SETA, and actually understanding that we are here to support fashion and fashion design and the training and development around those subsectors.
And this, Felleng, is how jobs are created. I mean, this is on-the-ground stuff that's happening to increase the economy. I mean, it's bottom line.
Absolutely. Hence, one of the key deliverables of this intervention would be the development of small businesses. The mentoring and coaching of small businesses is not just about showcasing fashion, but we also have got tangibles that will be realized at the end of the intervention.
Plus, it's encouraging people they can make a living this way. I mean, this is how people can literally put bread on the plate by putting skills to their test. Is that another reason why you're sort of getting involved in this?
Yeah, and I think what is interesting is that, we have actually undermined fashion design. People would actually think that it is not a qualification. It is a formal qualification that we are also supporting. We've got learnerships, we've got bursaries that are actually funding students at institutions of higher education like your University of Technologies and actual universities across the country. So it is important that people understand that fashion and fashion design is a full qualification, and it has got the potential to actually create the economic independence that we so much aspire for.
Sonwabile, tell us all about this year's event, this awards. What kind of awards will be given out? What kind of categories are there? Judges? Tell us a little bit about it.
We've got 3 categories of judging. The first one is the most innovative, for somebody who knows how to create. And then that particular person will look at that particular category for somebody who will get an opportunity to work behind the scene in your theatrical environment and your stage environment. Then we've got another one which is called the high fashion. Now the high fashion is for someone who then will walk on the catwalk. And if you see the red carpets and all that, that one, there's a person who goes there into that particular category. And then we've got the other one, which is more business looking at, which is called ready to wear collection. And that is where then our core, we give it to that particular person as in terms of the prize. That one will be taking away a bigger prize because we want people to get out there, but we don't want to segment them and not putting them into the mainstream, as what Mrs. Felleng Yende actually has just elaborated on.
Tell us how people enter, or are those entry processes closed?
All the entry processes now are closed. That's why now it becomes an event, but Vukani Fashion Awards, it's a project. We start from call for entries. After call for entries comes to mentorship. After mentorship comes to people producing their garments. After producing their garments, now at this particular time, the event, it's an event now, which we are working on now, which will be taking place. We have got workshops, as she has also mentioned. We will have workshop business of fashion across. And then we will have then now the award. We have got another award that we'll be giving out on the Friday evening, which is a gala event, where we are looking at young people who have made it in the industry, like your Sbu and like your Mazwai musicians. And we've got as well quite a number of young people that are participating onto that.
Quickly, a website where people can get it. Is there a website that people can get more
they can get it, FP&M SETA.org. They can get information from that.
Lovely.
And they can get information as well on vukanifashionawards.co.za.
There it is. That's all I want. Guys, appreciate your time. We're out of time. Thanks so much for joining us. You dressed me on Madiba Day. I've still got my shirt. I love it.
Don't touch the tie.
I would have worn it if I had known you were coming. Chatting to Felleng Hens, as well as she's the CEO of the Fabric SETA, as well as Sonwabile Ndamase, the founder of the Vukani Fashion Awards. Get onto their website. Check it out. Try and put your entries in. We've got to take a short break. We'll be up after this.